So we have a new generic destruction card I think we've all kind of been waiting for, so make sure to check out this video. Hey everyone, this is Max and Maxi TCG. Thanks for joining me in another video. In this video we have a new card from Rage of the Abyss. It's a generic destruction card, so very excited about this. It's called Final Bringer's Bellow. So I'm going to check out this card and see if it's good or not. So we have Final Bringer's Bellow Quick Play Spell. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. 1. Target one monster you control, and one card your opponent controls, destroy them. Hey everyone, this is Editing Max. If you're enjoying the content, hit that thumbs up button, give the video a like, and leave a comment if you have any discussions you want to start, and consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more of this type of content. Everyone, thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoy, and we'll get back into it. Right, so this is a pretty simple effect. There's not a whole lot here, but I think what this does is actually really good. So one thing we've kind of talked about, especially like during times when we were in Mystic Mine formats or against Floodgates, it's really nice to have generic ways to kind of get rid of some of these cards. A lot of times those cards really create these kind of non-game kind of game states where you're just passing and getting stunned out. So a card like this, it's not completely with no downside of just destroy any card on the field, like a generic Mystical Space Typhoon or something that just targets anything. But it is a quick play spell, which is really good. And all you have to do is target a monster you control, and when you're up, and one card your opponent controls, destroy them. Now, the way it's worded here, saying them, should be due to problem-solving card text. You don't need those cards to be on the field at resolution. If it said destroy both or those targets, then that would happen where they actually need to be there during resolution. So it could work if one of those targets not being there anymore. So destroying those cards. And the other thing too is any decks that benefit from destruction get even more of a plus from running a card like this, good for going first or second. So I think there's a lot of really good benefits to a card like this. Now I don't know if we'll ever get to a point where we get a generic, just quick play spell, destruction card. I feel like if they were to do that, it probably would be a playing normal spell. I don't know if they'd want to give that to a quick play spell because it's so good. You could probably just play it in any deck going first or second, as long as you're not completely in a hand trap format, potentially. But even in like some of these really big hand trap formats, in the games 2 and 3, we're seeing a lot of floodgates coming in. People playing skill drain, people playing rivalry, or there could be only one, or goes in depending on the format. We're seeing a lot of these cards kind of come into play. So that's something I think we have to keep in mind. So I think a card like this is just really great, allowing you to kind of remove those cards. I think decks like Bell or Unchained, where you can even benefit from the destructions even better. So I'm really excited to get a card like this, and excited to hear what you guys think about this card too. Hey everyone, this is Editing Max. If you're enjoying the content and you want to support the channel, you can check out the TCG affiliate link in the description below. It supports the channel and costs you nothing, and you'll just be doing the same thing you normally do when you buy cards from TCG Player. If you're new to buying cards from TCG Player, check out my website. I have a section on it that helps out new people, kind of explaining some of the aspects of TCG Player, so that way you can get the most out of your money and you don't fall into some of these weird things that some people do to push up the price of cards. If you want to become a patron on the channel, check out my Patreon. It's another way you can help support the channel. We have different perks you can check out, like a lot of archetype proxies you see on the screen. Every week, I put a new one out that everyone on the channel can vote on YouTube, and then these go to Patreon for you to print out. You can also join for early access. Some videos will be one-day early access, others that are in a longer series could be weeks out in advance, and you can get the entire thing at once, while everyone on YouTube has to wait week by week for all the videos to come out. You can also join for an exclusive Yu-Gi-Oh! Reaction series where I watch through the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, we have discussions in the comments, and watch through it together as well. Plus, there are other perks coming out in the future. Everyone, thanks again for watching the content. Hi everyone, that's it for the Final Bringer's Bellow. Really interesting generic card. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like this card? Do you think it's as good as I am? Am I overhyping this for some reason? I don't think I am. Do you think we will get to a point where we just get a generic destruction, no downside? You don't need a monster on the field, anything like that. Let me know what you guys think, because I think they'll be interesting. Only downside to a card like this is if you can't get a monster onto the field when your opponent activates a card, you can't destroy it. So that would be kind of something that might be harder for some decks to be able to play if you can utilize cards in the standby phase or draw phase, before your opponent gets to normal summon in the main phase. Let me know what you guys think, and I think it's really interesting, and I look forward to hearing what your thoughts are.